Hello, welcome back to Blackjack. My co-host Athena is having dinner right now, and I'm doing something a little different today. I can't find my neighbor's internet, even though I was connected the other day. And so what I did is I loaded the video onto my phone and transferred it over. However, that's giving me some unusual options. This is what I have to do. I have to open this submenu by clicking on, by right-clicking on the video, and it won't let me pause or anything like that any other way. And, well, there's another problem. When I start this, in all of my test runs, the camera has been really sticky. The audio is perfectly fine. I hear Athena downstairs. She's having breakfast. It took me so long to set this up that it just didn't seem fair. But so bear with me, okay? Hopefully it's just going to be a few more months of this because I'm hoping to leave this house soon. I'm hoping to get a different place because there is nothing to do here. There's no community center or anything like that. It's stone boring. This does not count as taking my glasses off. I don't know what's going on today. Okay, so I am going to start this. Put me up there. And because I'm not really familiar with these characters at all, I'm just wearing my Komori-con shirt. Is anyone going to come to that? It's in November. It's in downtown Portland, and it's always really fun. I need someone to room with. I also need some freaking costumes. I have a few in mind, but you know how that goes. Okay, because it was in October, but I can't wear my Fat Impa costume because it's got a tank dress and everything that's freaking freezing out. So okay, all right, let's get started. Again, be prepared for a really sticky video. It's not my fault. I don't know how to do this.
They're grim, nihilistic, and dreadfully ominous. Even when they fight on the side of good, they'll never crack a smile or share in the reward.
Oh, great. We're talking about edgelords, aren't we?
Edgelord!
Rival to Naruto Uzumaki and the solitary survivor of the Uchiha clan.
And Hiei, rival to Yusuke Urameshi and lonely orphan to demons. Neat. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Alright. Sounds fun.
The Uchiha clan was renowned for their incredible ability in battle. Despite being one of the founding families of the Hidden Leaf village, Konoha, the Uchiha were outcast and cut off.
For good reason.
I still want to watch
Their
this
people
series.
had gotten pretty famous for attacking the village with the big nine-tailed fox.
Arr.
Not a good look.
But everything changed
That thing's
with the
a
head of the
freaking
clan's
fox.
firstborn son, Itachi. He was a brilliant boy and a promising future for the family.
Even becoming the youngest kid to
Plate
ever
stuck to
graduate
the
ninja school.
trees there.
I went there for a bit, but then I learned they didn't use guns, so...
Yeah, that's about
But
it.
Itachi opposed the clan's latest plot for a coup. His response was, well, pretty clear-cut.
Yeah.
I'll say he went and murdered all of them. Every last one, except for his kid brother, Sasuke.
I'm assuming those were his
Sasuke
parents
was
on the
pretty
floor.
pissed off that his big bro killed his whole family, so he swore to become the bestest shinobi ever and hunt
Probably
Itachi
listens
down.
to Linkin Park.
Probably should have let him in on...
Alright, let's see. 5'6", alright. 115 pounds, so we're talking pretty slight. 27, so we're using end of the series. But I have a feeling, I saw that they were doing a little preview of the plot of the video there, but I have a feeling they're going to be using how he looked in the main part of the series. Training, taking walks. Are they enthusiastic walks in the woods? Alright.
I'm there, Ichi.
Just like his brother, Sasuke soared through his schooling with flying colors, quickly learning the 3 primary kinds of jutsu, or ninja techniques.
Ninjutsu, which is basically magic spells. Genjutsu, which messes with the mind.
Okay.
And Taijutsu, the one where you just punch people.
While Sasuke impressed with inhuman speed, swordsmanship, and physical ferocity.
Having, like, melting images and all of that stuff, it's all well and good, but if you really want to mess with someone's mind, just do it subtly. You know? Like, make him think you're standing over there. Although it looks like he could already do something like that. But, yeah, it looks like when this is running, that's when my camera's sticky. Looks like when it's not running, I can do that. So, yeah, I just do, like, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna run into a tree. Or, you know, like, oh, hey, your neighbor's calling to you. Or something like that, you know?
He's mastered several powerful ninjutsu techniques.
Like belching his classic fire breath, making up to 8 shadow clones
like
of himself, and the Chidori, a ball of frigging lightning that has some shocking effects.
Yep.
Plus many more. And along the path to revenge...
Okay. Sasuke formerly possessed Orochimaru's curse mark, which gave him further power. Okay, so I guess that's just they're not giving us details because it's irrelevant.
He spent much of his time perfecting and improving these techniques, even mastering lightning release to the point of casting Kirin, an electric strike in the shape of a dragon.
Divine intervention.
Kiryu, we had that last time.
Fighting your foes is the way to go.
He can infuse his abilities with any of the 5 elements: fire, wind, earth, water.
Fuma, like the Fuma clan?
No, lightning, obviously.
I know they said they want to do Captain Planet in one of these. I think that would be fun.
Oh.
As well as yin release, an element of creation itself.
So basically, don't make fun of Sasuke to his face, cause he'll kill the shit out of you before you even know what's happening. And we have...
Well, it depends on what you do. He doesn't seem to be too bloodthirsty.
Haven't even covered his best
He might
weapon
be.
yet.
Right. It turns out Itachi didn't only spare his brother because he loved him. He planned for Sasuke to witness this horror.
Oh.
He planned for Sasuke to swear revenge on him. Because this was the sort of trauma and hatred necessary to unlock an Uchiha's greatest weapon,
Nice.
the Sharingan.
The Sharingan eyes aren't some cool-looking lenses. They give Sasuke a bunch
Weaponized
of new abilities.
agony.
He can see chakra, the energy within people that powers jutsu. He can copy an opponent's techniques, memorizing them after one look.
Nice.
Like a mirror image of my own taijutsu.
Okay, Sasuke must be capable of the technique in order to copy it. Nice bowl cut, buddy. You're trying out for Team Galactic there. He definitely cannot copy the power of other Kekkei Genkai he does not already possess. What? They gonna explain what that means?
He can even trap you in a bonkers genjutsu hallucination that makes you go crazy or just pass out. Like me on Saturday.
And that
So if you close your eyes, or is it like all sensory?
It's just the standard version. By adding the trauma of loss to the mix, the Sharingan can evolve
Like a Pokemon!
into the Mangekyo Sharingan. With the Mangekyo, Sasuke can call
He
upon
didn't
far
answer the
greater
question.
powers. He can cast Amaterasu, an irrepressible black fire hot enough to burn the sun. Even better, Sasuke can summon the Susanoo, an enormous avatar of chakra that fights for and protects him.
Okay, fun fact. Digimon Frontier, when they bring forth Susanoo-mon, the closed captionings read Suicidal Mon. Apparently, the captioners only go by audio. Still, that's no excuse.
It's just strong enough to slice through meteors. Badass. Too bad Sharingan Part 2 has one big downside.
Yes, it eventually causes the user to go blind.
I see.
Unless you find someone else with the same manky eyes, lock those out of his head, then rip out your own eyes and replace them with the other guys.
The Eye of Vecna.
Gross.
And so, Sasuke found and killed his older brother, avenging his family and swapping Mangekyo eyes. Which was, again, Itachi's plan all along. So, good job?
Okay.
Who came up with this shit? Damn, we're not done with that.
The Susanoo has multiple forms of a defensive rib cage. Does it look like out of the person, or to complete humanoid giant? Sasuke can absorb chakra into his to further alter it, once creating the more offensive focused Indra Susanoo. We're getting kind of Sura's wrath here. Be the power of the tailed beast.
Though he also got some Renegon circles, which gives him all sorts of weird context-sensitive powers, like the I'm not gonna say that word. He teleports by bending space and time.
Most notably, the Renegon grants Sasuke the powers of the 6 paths, like the Diva Path for manipulating gravity, the human.
Okay, so now they're explaining what that means. Jutsu cause target hallucinate. Reserves chakra usage. Okay, so it's like its own reserve. Cellular level perception. Goodness. Does that just like appears in the mind, or do you have to visibly see it? Because no wonder you'd go blind. I mean, that's like the old women who have sewn rugs their entire life, getting the intricate details in there, and they go blind. Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Alright. Oh, so they can turn that part off.
Out souls, and the Preda Path for draining energy.
Like a ninja vampire!
Nice.
Sasuke has used the Diva Path in particular
Ripped
to extreme
out
effect,
souls. Can they
once
come
creating
back?
multiple planetoids which crashed in an explosion visible from outer space.
By checking out the Earth's curve here, it's pretty obvious the blast is worth more than 35 teratons of TNT. That's 7 billion times more powerful than the Tsar Bomb, the biggest nuke ever detonated.
And as mentioned before, Sasuke is known for his incredible speed, able to keep pace with the likes of fellow legends Naruto and Madara. In fact, Naruto once dodged an attack from Madara, which, according to the 4th databook, moves at the speed of light.
Alright.
Sasuke can fight Naruto to a
Ooh.
draw. You know, the guy who's an alien descendant with a demon fox in his belly and also took a beam to the face that sliced the moon in half? That's a 27 exaton blast
So,
right there.
With his quest
are
complete,
they technically
Sasuke
brothers
finally discovered
then?
Itachi's
If
true
they're
goal.
reincarnated
But even
from
after
brothers?
making peace and having a child of his own, he never could return to the happy life of society.
You just can't shake off all that edginess.
Instead, Sasuke chose to defend
Was
the
that
hidden lead
Hughes
from a
back there in the
distance, just like
background?
his brother before him.
Don't mess with Sasuke of the Sharingan.
Yay!
Anyone who criticizes my way of life were to come forward, I'd turn around and kill every single one of their loved ones, so that they too could grasp what it's like to experience this hatred of mine.
What if they just criticize your emo hair?
Standing less than 5 feet tall, this black-clad goth child may not seem so intimidating at first glance.
Yeah, I mean, paint a red stripe on him and he's just a human Shadow the Hedgehog.
But in reality, Hiei is a menacing warrior of demonic heritage, born to a forbidden love between an ice woman.
Age between 66 and 99. Name means flying shadow. Also known as Vincent and Philip. Are we talking about in like bad dubs or something? Wait, they said he was under 5 feet, but this gives him his 5'3". Is that including his spiky hair? Upper S. Yeah, that sounds, just going by fighting game terms, that sounds pretty bad.
And a fire monster.
Probably.
Reminds me of me and my ex. Well, too bad the rest of the ex ladies got pissed that she had banged a literally hot dude. So when her son was born, they chucked the little bastard right off their floating island. Damn, ladies, I know you're jealous, but you don't gotta take it out on the kid.
Why
That's
would
my
they
stepfather's job.
And
bored?
yet, the child survived. Raised by thieves and remembering every last moment of the catastrophe of his birth, Hiei swore revenge.
And having bandits for foster parents means he got into stealing and murder
Ogre
at
bandits,
a
looks
wonderfully
like.
young age.
With his otherworldly physique, Hiei quickly became an expert in athletic ability and swordsmanship. These skills would grow even further after he joined
Was that technically an otherworldly physique, or just beyond his years?
forces with his rival, the spirit detective Yusuke.
But he needed more
Let's
than
see if we were having Yusuke or Urameshi. Lonnie Pator would probably be voicing them.
Blades and brawn to get back at the ice bitches. So he went to Shigure, the Doctor of Darkness, who would
Oh, there's
implant a
that
magical
bell.
third eye into his forehead. Because we still ain't done with these eyeball shenanigans, I guess.
Yeah, I
This
guess.
was the Jagan, literally translating to evil eye.
Nice.
With the Jagan, Hiei wields numerous mystical powers. He can spy on
Checking
people
it
and
out.
objects from 10 kilometers away.
Is it always
He can read minds and protect his own
huge?
from powerful mental attacks. He can move objects and energy with
Those mind
telekinesis.
control.
And that's
Lots
just the
of eyes.
start of his powers. But with the Jagan stuck in his face, Hiei finally made the trip to Ice Town. But, wasn't quite what he expected.
Floats.
Right, instead of slaughtering the demon women as he planned, he spared them. Because he realized
nice.
that they lived meaningless, cold lives.
You get it, because they're ice people.
Is this pity from a demon?
I mean, you might not want to invite this guy to your next backyard party, but he's not that bad of a guy. Case
Yeah,
in point,
awesome.
he found out he's got a twin sister and set out
Oh,
on a
cool.
new mission to find and protect her.
And with the Jagan eye
So
and
she
his
was
further
also thrown
abilities,
off the
he'd
cliff
make
then,
one
huh?
powerful bodyguard.
Yeah, by incinerating all your enemies. He
Nice.
can light his punches ablaze with his fist of the mortal flame, giving his foes a sick burn. But what's better than normal fire? Demon fire, of course.
Yeah.
Dragon-shaped demon fire.
Nice.
This is the Dragon of the Darkness Flame, an overwhelming
That
entity of fire
sounds like
and
an
pain
accurate
that can
name.
obliterate foes in an instant.
It just
Okay.
killed all those people. I feel a little bad, but they're demons, so yeah.
The dragon burns hotter than fire and is difficult to control. It can even turn on its wielder. Yet Hiei has recklessly forced himself to master the technique.
Cool.
With some, trial and error. Don't worry, he got better.
His
that
demon
like
elemental
sear burn?
resistance has certainly helped. He can power through most elemental attacks no problem, and is basically immune to fire and ice. And when he wants
cool.
to get up close and personal, he can mold the darkness flame into a kick-ass sword.
He can even summon multiple dragons after assuming his ultimate form, the Giganchi.
Oh yeah, you thought one extra eye was creepy? How about a bunch of eyes all over? Which to me just seems like a lot of weak points.
He has eyes for abs. With the Abber 2000, the ladies have been all up ons. I don't even know what that means.
Well, it's not. The Giganchi form greatly increases all of Hiei's abilities, not just the Darkness Flame.
Did you
And
have
to
any
add even more
incoming
layers
hands?
to this, Hiei can also absorb the Dragon of the Darkness Flame himself, further increasing his strength and speed.
All of which lets him keep kicking ass and taking names around the demon world. His buddy Yusuke was quick enough to dodge lightning, but was not fast enough to see all of Hiei's sword swings when he slashed up this ice guy. Siryu.
How many times did you cut him? Only 16. And here I could only keep track of 7 or 8.
Therefore, Hiei was clearly attacking at speeds far faster than lightning, around 300 times the speed of sound, and that
Mach 31,000.
was still very early in his journey when he was considered a C-class demon. As he ranked up, Hiei gained even more incredible speed.
His darkness sword could even cut and burn through Kuro Momotaro, who evolved to be totally immune to, cutting and burning. So figure that one out.
By the end of his
Momotaro,
adventures,
so
Hiei was
he's-
ranked
he's
S-class
the
level,
Momotaro,
making him
or-
many times faster than before and equal in power to his rival Yusuke.
And that means he's super powerful.
Right. Sensui, an S-class human, claimed he had to limit his power, as a mere 50% of it could create a worldwide earthquake. Yusuke's mentor, Genkai, even believed Yusuke could obliterate the entire planet.
But conveniently, the demon world is a lot bigger and tougher than Earth, so this crazy power level is tricky to prove.
Kind of
Either
assumed it
way,
would be.
he is basically on a league of his own.
As shown by Sensui, a typical S-class demon can defeat 3 A-class ones with minimal effort.
But Hiei took on 500 all by himself.
I unleashed 500 A-class demons.
Then you should know by now that when I say 500 A-class demons, I mean 1,000.
Damn, dude, shouldn't they call you like ultimate S+ class or something by now.
Well, he's certainly comparable to Yusuke. When Yusuke fought the Demon King Yomi in the Demon World Tournament, the two of them hit
lot
each
of
other
years
so
that guy's
hard
got.
that this happened.
Holy shit, that's insane!
While this technically occurred on a tree in the hardier Demon World, yes, that's a tree, we can calculate the curvature of the planet as seen here. The treetop appears to be well above cloud level, and we can use the circumference and the distance to this girl to determine the explosion's overall size. With all this in mind,
How do you know the distance she's at? They do a lot of that.
we concluded the blast must have been at least 4.5 million meters high, nearly 15 million feet.
From just a punch! Well, I guess 2 punches technically, but Yusuke wasn't even in top form at the time, and he survived being in the middle of all that. Since Hiei can fight evenly with Yusuke and even move faster than him, I'd say they're definitely in the same ballpark of power level.
And just for kicks, Hiei can separate his spirit from his mortal body while still maintaining all of his abilities.
So,
Wow.
is he a demon or a ghost?
Both.
Both, I guess.
Nah.
He can do this anytime he wants, unlike normal people who need to be killed or sometimes just knocked out.
You mean like this? Ah, ghost!
Anyway,
There's
Hiei
also
kept his
astral
word
projection.
and soon found his sister in need of aid. Despite his terrible
He will not release his full power against an opponent weaker than himself. Ironically, he also tends to underestimate his opponents, so it's gonna take a while for him to catch on about Sasuke's power then.
upbringing, he's actually found a supportive family among friends.
Aww.
Except he never did tell her he was her brother,
Oh.
because he's just too emo for that.
Still, few can match the
Did she
dangerous
find out
power
some other
Hiei
way?
commands.
Once your own doom has been unraveled, I assure you there's no turning back.
Ooh. Ominous.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, let me tell you how to protect yourself from the ghost in the machine with a...
Okay, well, oh my heavens. Sasuke has found his way around unbeatable defenses, so, I'm pretty sure Hiei's gonna find himself in a world of hurt because of that. Seems they're both stronger and weaker in different categories. It honestly sounds like Hiei can take a punch better, but it sounds, kind of like, Sasuke has better supernatural abilities. I'm leaning towards Sasuke here, but I don't really have, as I've said before, a horse in this race. I realized I haven't said as one does in a while. I'll have to work it in. Yeah.
You, where are you going?
That's
not your business.
Forest.
Turn back.
Boy! It's an overreaction to someone just walking through the woods.
I'll end this quickly.
Arguing in sign language. Oh.
No match.
I like how they're incorporating hand animation. It's really neat. Well, he's gonna bust out of that. That's cool. Because it's far too early.
How interesting.
Nice.
What? How? Pathetic fool. I'm the power of fire dash incarnate.
Cool. Always good to have.
Damn you.
What are those trees from? Some really great graphic.
Dragon?
So that's the giant-sized human, I'm guessing. Hey, you didn't animate the abs! Draw the abs, anyway. And nope. There we go.
No match.
Gotta utilize your dragon.
I'll put you to rest now.
He's got his spirit form going on then, I guess. Oh, that's right, he can merge with that. They're not causing much damage to the environment, are they? Oh boy!
That's more like it. A fight fit for a demon.
KO!
KO!
Wait, really? I thought this was an easy win for Sasuke. What
Oh, not
happened?
easy at
Well,
all.
hold on. I promise there's a good explanation. This was an extremely close match. Sasuke was certainly faster than
dang
Hiei, given his
on the
light-speed
tube
reactions
back
through
there.
scaling to Naruto. And technically, he went through superior training, so there's certainly a few versions of this fight where he could use those advantages to take the win.
But we're always looking for who has the best chances to win most often, not
All
just
right.
in very specific situations.
Exactly. At first glance, it's easy to assume Sasuke's enormous and varied arsenal could have simply overwhelmed Hiei. But to our surprise, Hiei had perfect counters for almost everything Sasuke could throw at him. Being a fire and ice demon hybrid with elemental resistances, he's powered through electrical attacks like
Creepy
the
eyes.
Chidori before, and his fire immunity and oneness with the darkness flame
For
turned the
other
devastating
fire.
Amaterasu into a mere annoyance.
Sasuke's Rinnegan gave him gravity control, and that Sharingan Genjutsu was pretty brutal. But Hiei's Dagon gave him telekinesis and mental protections, putting the
It's
brakes on
telekinesis,
Sasuke's
Kyle.
shenanigans. Even if Sasuke tried
Kazuchi's Naraka path in combat and has too many unknowable factors, huh? Interesting.
using human path on him to rip out his soul, it wouldn't have mattered, because Hiei could keep fighting as a ghost.
And frankly, it's unlikely Sasuke was that much
Is the
faster.
redheaded person
While Hiei could
able to do
outpace
that
lightning
too,
at
or was he
C-class,
doing
the
that to him? Is that Yusuke's spirit gun at point blank range could be light speed? Alright.
difference between spirit classes is far greater than a simple 100 or 200% increase. After all, a lower S class could beat 3 A class fighters without much effort, and Hiei is an upper S class. But most surprisingly, Hiei's level of power surpassed Sasuke's.
No friggin' way.
Let's look at the Susanoo's meteor feat. By measuring the meteor's size compared to the Susanoo and applying sheer force, we determined this feat equaled about 364 teratons of TNT at
All right.
most.
In scientific terms, that's a hell of a lot. And obviously, scaling to Naruto means he could take a hit worth 27 exatons. How could Hiei top that?
Well, recall how there were multiple claims that
frickin' guy,
S-class
come
demons
on.
could obliterate the Earth.
And those
Since most fights
legs.
took place in the demon world, which is much hardier than the human one, these claims were difficult to prove and seemed a little dubious.
Until Yusuke fought Yomi and they made that gigantic explosion.
As we determined earlier,
That
that
didn't
blast was
seem
at least
as
4.5 million
powerful.
meters tall. At minimum, the kinetic energy of an explosion like this would equal about 285 zetatons of TNT.
I see.
That's 21 zeros. way more than Sasuke's meteor feat.
Wow.
Even if we half it because there's 2 people doing the punching, that's still over 5,000 times greater than the Naruto moon
Dang.
slice.
Has
It's
anything
probably
matched
even more
Novem
impressive than that.
Decillion on
If the
here,
tree
though?
is actually closer to the clouds and therefore closer to the planet, that technically changes the shot's perspective, which would mean the tree is actually even wider, the explosion even larger, and thus the kinetic energy even greater.
So when Genkai said an S-class demon like Yusuke or Hiei could wipe out a planet, she wasn't kidding around.
Correct. While Sasuke is equal to beings powerful enough to slice and shift moons, he still could not match Hiei's strength. Even if Hiei was only half as strong as Yusuke, this would still put him well above Sasuke in terms of sheer
moved
power
a
output
moon.
and durability.
So while Sasuke was still faster, he had a real tough time trying to land a fatal blow.
There were a lot of factors in this fight, and Sasuke certainly clinched several advantages of his own. But in the end, Hiei's impeccable abilities, perfect counters, and clearly superior power took the victory.
Sasuke lost the edge and was a sure goner.
The winner is Hiei. Hey,
Okay,
thanks for watching this
gimme.
episode. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link down below.
And if you just can't get enough Death Battle, make sure to click the link.
Oh,
over
Howard
there.
Wang's
Goodbye.
working on this.
No man can challenge my power.
You again?
But what is a man?
Seriously? I saw the castle and I thought, Simon? Bowser still should have won that battle, though. Honestly. Okay, well, like I said, I was only hesitantly going with Sasuke. It really depended on a lot of things. Boomstick was totally wrong, though, when he said it seemed like an easy win for Sasuke, though. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to go with some of Dracula's literary feats. Or if it's just going to be straight up Castlevania version. Because he dies all the time in that, but he gets resurrected, so... I wonder if they're going to bear in mind what I think should have been the linchpin in Ganondorf versus Bowser, which is that Ganon, the pigman, is specifically said to have no intelligence. So for only the second time in his life, Bowser should have been smarter than his opponent. First time being Booster in Mario RPG. So you guys need to play that. I think Gino gets overhyped, but he's still cool. I like Mallow better, though. But then again, that's only been said about full-on Pig Ganon, rather than the Blue Pigman. So. Plus, I have Pigman Ganon in my Animal Crossing town. It's hilarious. He's always asking me how I'm doing. So I kind of frame it as like he's an actor and he plays these roles. I did send him the Triforce from the fortune cookie, though. It was funny. So about this battle. I both like and don't like how it was animated. I feel like they kind of need to step up their sprite game. They've done excellent sprite battles before. I think my favorite has to be Mr. Satan versus Dan Hibiki. That's excellent spriting work. But this, it's almost like they went between 16-bit and 8-bit. And zooming in on a sprite is not going to be very good. Unless you kind of, because they're not afraid of changing animation styles. They change to hand-animated stuff very frequently. So, upping it to a higher resolution sprite for close-ups I think would be very much appreciated. I mean, I know I would appreciate it. I don't know why I'm yawning. It's almost 3 p.m. I know why I'm yawning. It's because I can't freaking sleep at night. You know, like I said, all this pizza face is because of my freaking this thingy. They really don't think about people with sensitive skin. Bah. Okay, so so yeah, I both liked and didn't like how they animated it. I feel like sometimes they need to do like a tail of the tape sort of thing, where they, especially at, like in the post battle, where they do like a lineup and then on either side they list the similar feats next to each other. Because I have a hard time with some of that. Maybe I should do like what Blind Wave used to do when they actually did death battle reactions. I don't know why they stopped, because those were always pretty popular, and I think that's how a lot of people got into that channel. Um, it was take notes, especially what's his name, Eric, the big guy. He would take notes during the fight and or during the lineups and everything. He still does that on some of their reactions as well. I don't know. I'm still hung up on that next battle. It's going to be so cool. Let's see. Well, they both have beast forms, basically. Either form of Ganon is a lot bigger than Dracula's form, although Dracula is pretty big to begin with. And he's already like twice as tall as just about anyone else. He has sentimental attachment to Lisa, but that's probably not going to come up at all. But even if it did, I think it would just make him angry. That, you know, here's this demon man standing before him that dares to bring up his late wife. But let's see. I think the Halloween battle everyone was hoping for, and still might happen, is Alucard versus Alucard. I know other people are hoping for either one of the Alucards versus Blade. I'm not sure it would really be pretty cool. I don't really know much about Blade. I know he's half vampire himself. I am just plain rambling, and this is usually part of the video where I tell everyone, you know, I'm Blackjack and you're not. Actually,